you have a daughter and she's like 13, 14, 15, and you are seeing her noticing boys and stuff. If you have a niece, nephew, cousins, anybody with a newborn baby or 6 months, 2 to 3 years, those really horrible ages, I'll take that daughter for a week. I'll make her a nanny at that house, not paid, just for her to see what to expect if she decides to go and lay down. So I feel like it's the best birth control or contraception.
Tell you something I could do.
Hey fam, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Today's video is about Tanzania. Well, the Tanzanian government and the law that they used to have, now they've changed it, thank God. The law is about girls in school. When girls get pregnant, they used to be banned from school. They can never come back to that school, not necessarily until they give birth. Even after they give birth and they want to come back and pursue their education, they were told no, because they got pregnant, because they shouldn't have had sex, you know. And that's more like a cultural, traditional thing now merged with the law. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to knock anybody's culture and stuff, and let me tell you, I get where that law came from. It's to motivate girls, finish your education. If you get pregnant, you'll ruin your life. So with that in mind, they'll work harder, they'll make sure to say no to boys and concentrate on their education and stuff. It's just to the extreme, but I get the concept. So I'm not knocking down Tanzanians for coming up with this. I get where they're coming from. They were trying to motivate and improve young girls' life. That's it, okay? But why this topic came about recently is because of a tweet from this person. And I was shocked. I didn't know about, okay, I knew, but I didn't know the degree and how serious it was and everything. I heard about it before. But now the tweet was they have changed that law and now girls are allowed to go back to school even if they get pregnant. And I saw that tweet, but after I did a little bit of digging, the tweet said it's after Magufuli, you know, the new president, the woman president of Tanzania. She's the one that changed it, was the tweet. But I found out that that's not the case. It's actually, this law was being changed when Magufuli was alive and still in power. So that's inaccurate from what I found out. It was changed or it was in the process. So it's not necessarily when Magufuli died that they changed this. I don't think it's a Magufuli thing only. You get, like, I don't want people to have the wrong idea about Magufuli. It's a cultural thing, okay? But let's talk about it. As I said, there's two sides to it. For maybe the Western world, I know I have a lot of you watching from the US, UK, and so on. It might be shocking. I get it. It might be shocking that girls are not allowed to go back to school after they get pregnant. Even for me, to be honest, it was shocking. In Ethiopia, there's no such law. But what I want to clarify for you guys is, as an African, I kind of also get why they did that. I don't agree with it, but I get it. And as I said, they wanted the girls to stay with their virginity, to just focus on education. And when you get married, you know, you're going to have the family, start the family. But for now, focus on what you're supposed to focus on, okay? But it was extreme. Even for me, I think it was extreme. Because how many girls lost the chance to pursue with their education? They can't, because it's against the law. But now that they reversed it, I can talk about it, and I'm happy that they have done that. And I think this will change a lot of girls' life. But maybe now they can change the way they educate their girls. Before, it was like, do this and you're banned. Now maybe it can be like a soft lesson instead of it being that extreme. You can educate kids about what can come out of that if you're reckless, the disease, the pregnancy, what it would mean. It's not just the pregnancy, people think, especially young kids, oh, I'll be pregnant, and they're scared. But that's not it. You'll have to raise that kid, and kids are not fun. I mean, they are, okay? I'll take it back. They are fun, but they're not always fun. It's work most of the time. There's the crying, there's staying up at night, there's taking care of them, and you don't get a thank you, by the way. Just FYI, you won't get a thank you, but it's fulfilling, of course. But especially as a young person, I don't know how they'll deal with it. So more or so, I would say my suggestion is, for instance, you know, if you see you have a daughter and she's like 13, 14, 15, and you are seeing her noticing boys and stuff. If you have a niece, nephew, cousins, anybody with a newborn baby or 6 months, 2 to 3 years, those really horrible ages, I'll take that daughter for a week. I'll make her a nanny at that house, not paid, just for her to see what to expect if she decides to go and lay down. So I feel like it's the best birth control or contraception. Just take her, let her take care of those kids. If you have brothers, sisters that have kids or friends' kids, let her go and see what it takes to raise a kid. Right away, she'll wake up from it, because, you know, teenagers are selfish. So maybe we need to be more creative in our approach when it comes to teaching our kids, because it's really important. The sad thing is, in African culture, you don't talk about this. Like, it's taboo. And I can't even imagine talking about this with my parents. So if you don't talk about it, what happens? Those kids will go and seek advice from their friends or their older cousins, or, you know, so they might get the wrong information. They might get the wrong advice. That means that will translate into them making a mistake. So with that being said, as Africans, I think we need to start talking and having a conversation about these things so that our kids can learn from us, so that they can do better. You know, that's my take on this. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts about the law that was there in Tanzania that prohibited young girls from going back to school if they get pregnant? I'm Wongel Zelalem, bringing you this story. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and like this video, please. Like. I hear it helps with the algorithm, so just go down and just like it for me. And if you have anything to say down below, let me know. We'll have a conversation. It's always fun seeing your comments and responding. It feels like I am talking to someone, and it doesn't feel like I'm just sitting here talking to a camera, you know. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Stay blessed. Bye.